You're listening to The Sports Moment,
June 11th, 2024.
part of the Sports Moments and Memories with Craig Olson podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a sports moment. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
The Minnesota State High School League sponsored golf tournaments get underway today at all three levels, Class A, AA, and AAA at three different locations. The AA tournament will be at Ridges at Sand Creek in Jordan, and the Fergus Falls Otters are well represented. They have 5 golfers competing. On the girls' side, Annika Jerkis and Annie Mayer are back after playing last year at the state tournament, and they are joined on the girls' side by Ivy Tickle and Sophie Cook from Holly and Anna Ekman of Park Rapids area. Those are the 5 individual qualifiers from Section 8-2A. The Detroit Lakes Lakers made the state tournament as the team champion out of Section 8-2A on the girls' side and also on the boys' side. Now, the Otters have 3 of the 5 individual qualifiers on the boys' side, as seniors Riley McGovern and Ryan Nelson are returning to state once again, and they are joined by first-time qualifier sophomore Quentin Keel. Holly's Jack Justison, who is a senior this year, and senior Carter Haluka from United North Central are the other 2 individuals who qualified out of Section 8-2A. Now, Section 6A qualifiers include 4 West Central area golfers, 2 on the boys' side, 2 on the girls' side, and 3 from the same family. Brothers Marshall and Mitchell Dewey qualified for the Knights, and on the girls' side, Miley Dewey and Macy Gross are the qualifiers for the state tournament. The Class A state tournament is held at Pebble Creek Golf Course in Becker. Also qualifying on the boys' side, junior Jackson Swanger from Underwood, Ottertail Central junior Logan Kostelecki, and Ashby Brandon Evansville freshman Trayton Nelson. Now on the girls' side, Border West has 2 qualifiers. Sisters Aspen and Paige Beyer are going to state, and Ayla Larson of Alexandria Community Christian School is the other qualifier in the Class A girls tournament. Now in 3A, the Alexandria Cardinals won both of the Section 8-3A team championships, and their entire girls and boys team will compete at the Bunker Hills course at Coon Rapids. So the state golf meet today and tomorrow at those 3 different locations around the state. Good luck to all of the area golfers who are competing. Fergus Falls American Legion Post 30, the junior Legion team hit the road last night to start district play, and they swept the Post 21 Moorhead Golds, winning in 8 innings, 9-7 in the opener, and then winning the nightcap 5-3. The Post 30 Junior Legion team will travel to Perham for the KLN tournament this coming weekend. Shane Tilkey and Carter Tilkey are the coaches of that Junior Legion team, and they are off to a very good start. Pemberton Law Firm has 4 locations around Lakes area to serve you in Fergus Falls, Wadena, Detroit Lakes, and Alexandria. And, of course, you can visit them online at pemlaw.com. Pemberton Law carries a legacy of trustworthy and reputable legal representation dating back to 1883. Lake Area Docks and Lifts offers premium waterfront equipment sales, service, and installation. Best quality and service at the best prices. Just ask your neighbor at the lake about Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Well, the Twins seem to be turning it around, and they're in a stretch of games where they should be able to do that. They have 10 games against teams with losing records at Target Field. Started last night with Colorado Rockies in, and Chris Paddock came off a not-too-good start his last time out, but he was good last night. He bounced back strong as he allowed only 6 hits and struck out 6 in 6 1/3 innings of shutout ball. And the bullpen came on and completed the shutout as the Twins blanked the Rockies by a score of 5-0. Royce Lewis homered in the 8th inning to break open the game, and Lewis has now homered in 4 of the 7 games that he has played since coming off the injured list. Christian Vasquez, Carlos Correa, and Trevor Larnach each drove in a run for the Twins, who have won 2 in a row after dropping 5 straight, and they will send Louis Varland to the mound tonight. They are recalling him from AAA St. Paul to start the game tonight, and he'll go up against Cal Quantrill of the Rockies, who is 5-4 with a 3.58 ERA, and he's coming off one of his best starts of the season in St. Louis the last time out. So that game tonight, 6:40 at Target Field, as the Twins and the Rockies play Game 2 in their 3-game series. Then it's a 4-game weekend series against Oakland starting on Thursday, and after an off day Monday, Tampa Bay comes in for a 3-game set. The Twins are 8 games back of Cleveland in the American League Central and 4 games over 500. And again, this schedule very favorable. This is where they really need to make some things happen in the standings. Well, the Florida Panthers take a 2-0 lead in the Stanley Cup Finals as they are up for 3 goals in the third period to defeat the Edmonton Oilers last night 4-1 in Game 2 of their best-of-7 Stanley Cup Final Series. The Panthers up 2-0 as they hit the road to Canada now. Game 3 is set for Thursday night in Edmonton. Another off day today for the NBA Finals as the Boston Celtics are traveling to Dallas to take on the Mavericks in Game 3 of their best-of-7 series tomorrow night. The Celtics having won the first 2 games of the series on their home floor. And Dan Hurley has turned down a 6-year, $70 million offer from the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers would have made Hurley one of the NBA's 6 highest-paid coaches, but he decided he would return to UConn and try to chase a 3rd straight national title. There's only one team that has won 3 consecutive national men's basketball titles, and that was UCLA when they won 7 championships in a row from 1967 through 1973. So Hurley's UConn team is trying to become just the 2nd program to win 3 straight men's titles. Hurley, even though he turned down the $70 million deal for 6 years, he did sign a pretty lucrative 6-year deal just after the 2022-23 season at UConn that will pay him $32.1 million. So I think he's going to be okay that way, but he wanted to stay at Connecticut with the college program that he has built rather than get into the NBA and the Los Angeles Lakers scene. So I don't blame him a bit for wanting to stay where he is comfortable and to continue to pursue another title with a program that he has built remarkably well. And in the WNBA, the Minnesota Lynx will be in action tomorrow night. They will be in Las Vegas taking on the Aces tomorrow night. And right now, the Lynx are on top in the Western Conference standings, leading Seattle by a game and Las Vegas by 2 games and Phoenix by 2.5 games. And the Lynx have won 4 of their last 5 heading into that game tomorrow night with an overall record of 8-3. And that'll do it for our podcast today. Be sure to check out the Otter Hockey History Podcast, Parts 1 and 2, and we're loading Part 3 this week. And there will be a 4th part, which will feature the Mike Donahue years. That's the last 20 years of Otter Boys hockey. But the Part 3 hockey podcast that will be up this week starts with the Brad Bergstrom era, which had 6 consecutive state tournament appearances. And that is the focus of Part 3 of the Otter Hockey History podcast, which again will be up on YouTube this week. Be checking it out. Could be up as early as today, but certainly before the end of the week. And we appreciate you checking out our featured podcasts. We've done them on Otter Hockey History, on the 1984 Pelican Rapids State Tournament, State Championship Class A basketball, boys basketball team, the 1984 Fergus Falls boys basketball team that made it to state, and also on the Lady Spartans National Championship team from 2000 and 2001. That team is featured in our lengthy feature podcasts, which can be found on YouTube. And thanks for joining us for our daily podcast, which goes through this week before a summer break. And we appreciate you stopping by today and hope you have a great day.
You've been listening to The Sports Moment with Craig Olson, sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts. Produced by Sunroom Lab. Music by Blue Red Roses. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and thanks for listening.